It's my pleasure to host this event, and it's been a while since we've seen this many people in the room at one time. Just great. Can anyone imagine what it is that has people so engaged right now? No clue at all. I'd like to just introduce 2 or 3 people before I go on. We're fortunate to have Mayor Bill Lambert with us. I understand you're transitioning to the Democratic Party. So welcome. And Pat Bond, our county assessor, is here. Barry Johnson, our candidate for sheriff last time. I hope I'm not missing anybody. I'm dressed like this because I'm fresh back from the march in Washington, D.C. And I know that everybody here did a great job of forming up and marching here and as well as other places. So that was great. So we have 2 people here that are going to pretty much run this meeting and give you a chance to ask questions, give input, and that kind of thing. One is Matt Erpelding. When I first became acquainted with Matt, Brian Cronin, who was a representative from District 19 in Boise, had hired Matt to kind of help us out with the legislative session. Research possible legislation and that kind of thing. So one of the things that he was working on was the idea of Idaho having a state bank. North Dakota is the only state in the nation that has its own state bank, and it works very, very well for them. The income from taxes and fees goes into that bank, and they use it to turn it around and fund things that should be funded to help their programs grow. So it would have been a great idea. Matt and I, especially Matt, I think, put in quite a bit of energy on that until a little ways down the road we heard from the lady who was hired to lobby for banks, and she let us know that it was her #1 priority to stop that bill. So we felt pretty important, actually. I mean, somebody's #1 priority. It wasn't all that bad, but generally the Republicans would have listened to her more than they would have listened to us. So we were somewhat supportive, but it was a great idea. But Matt did a great job that year helping us with legislation, and then it turned out that the next election that came up, there was an opening that Matt could run for state representative. So he ran. He had a 3-way primary, didn't you? And you know, in a 3-way primary, anything can happen, and Matt won. So he's been with us ever since, doing a great job. Now, when we, after the last redistricting, when we acquired Benoit County in our legislative district, one of the first things that occurred to us was that it would be wonderful if we could get a member of the Coeur d'Alene tribe to run for office. And Paulette at least indicated some interest. So some of us went up to Plummer, right, to talk with Paulette about that. And it turned out that she was interested in running. I thought she was one of the most lovely people I'd ever met. And now you have her for a state representative, and that's pretty good news. Now Paulette is the only Democrat from our legislative district. I've been there. I was doing that a few years ago when I was in the legislature, and there are things about it that are not a lot of fun. But we know that Paulette will stay strong. She'll represent us well. So I'm going to hand this over to Paulette because she's a lot more interesting than I am. Here you go.